What's up, YouTube? I am GMaster6, and welcome to an episode of our Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Replay series. This will kind of take place of the live series for now. I'm gonna be doing replays instead. They're just easier for me to do, in all honesty. It can be frustrating trying to get games and stuff like that. You know, people quit, and you think they have a good game, and then something just doesn't go right. So I'd rather just play the games, and then I'll do commentary over the games in these replays and such like that. But I mean, if you guys would prefer lives and just hate replays or whatever, we'll go back. But we're gonna go with this for now. So we're gonna hop in here and check out some replays. The deck we're using is Dark Magician. So I'll show 3 or 4 replays, and we'll go from there. So I believe I go first. I do go first. So I pot a duality here, looking for a rod. Can get one on the 3rd card. It's important to get rod on the 1st turn with this deck, basically, is what you want to do. So I rod into circle. Circle hits nothing, which is why I don't add a card to my hand there. And you see I set Solemn Notice. So he's going to go for his Lila. Of course, I have to strike her because she's going to kill the card anyway. So might as well get rid of it. Plus, I really don't want him getting mills. I'm not really sure what he's running at this point. So he makes an interesting play here. He gets rid of Lila for Collapse, removes Collapse for Red Eyes to hit me for 28, but can't bring anything else out. So he runs his hand down to only 2 cards, and that's good for me. Even though I can't get over the Red Eyes here. Oh, watch this play though. So he's gonna attack me. I use Eternal Soul. Since it's on his turn, I can activate the rod in my graveyard to tribute the rod on my field to add it to my hand. And I can special an Illusion Magician, which counts as a Dark Magician, and banish his Red Eyes. So, as you can see right now, as far as resources go, I have 8 cards. He only has 2. Even though he Veilers my guy, I can still attack with it, and I really didn't even need the search. It's just this deck does that, so I was going to do it anyway. So he Faders my attack. Okay, no problem. He goes for Charge of the Light Brigade here. Mills 3, grabs the Raiden, and as you can see, I Dark Renewal, negates the summon, tributes, and just like before, I have a rod in my graveyard, so I can tribute my current or any spellcaster, Dark Magician in this case, that I just summoned, to banish it, and then I bring it right back with Eternal Soul. So here I go into Magician's Rod to search for dedication through Light and Darkness to give me the OTK. I didn't actually know he had Gores in his hand, but as you see, it doesn't matter. He's going to Gores on my Dark Magician here. So what I do is I dedication, go into Demock, and then because this is Illusion's other ability, if you activate a spell or trap card, you can bring Dark Magician back from your graveyard. So I hadn't used it yet until this point, so I was able to get Demock out because of dedication, and then because I played dedication, get out Dark Magician again, who could attack. So that was that one. We'll see what this replay has in store for us. Okay, we're playing against Gradles here. So again, I go first. We're going to circle. What did I grab? I think I grabbed Eternal Soul. Going to the Paladin here, I really don't have any other play, and I figure if he's running Pendulums, I can at least stun him for a little bit. So he sets 3, decides to go for the end phase. I'm gonna Eternal Soul because I can banish his monster. He's gonna chain Twin Twister, trying to get rid of my cards. Of course, Paladin's gonna negate that, and because I special summon Dark Magician, Circle banishes his monster. So here, I go ahead and use Eternal Soul to add Dark Magic attack and blast his back row. He makes a great play here, though. Safe zone. He safe zones my Dark Paladin, so when it's destroyed, Paladin is destroyed. And his Kaiju Capture card lets him search. But as you can see, it's not gonna matter at all. I Instant Fusion Norden to bring my Prisma back out. I can go Prisma into Emerald, Emerald into the other Dark Magician in my graveyard, and set the OTK up. Even if I didn't have it, I did have the dedication to finish things off. So that was a good one there. We'll go ahead and see what this Blue Eyes replay is talking about. This was actually a bad duel. As you can see, my hand is awful. I have nothing really worth. Apologize about the text noise. I have nothing really worth playing. I don't know if that King of the Swamp is only there for a fusion substitute in his hand. When I watched the replay, I was kind of confused why he didn't go for the search on Poly on his first turn. But anyway, he realizes he has to play something or he'll have to discard, so he tries to attack me. I go ahead and use Illusion Magic to, not Illusion Magic, Magician's Navigate to defend myself. Then I go Dedication into Demock. Since it's basically free, I use Illusion's ability to bring back Dark Magician. So this is my board now. Able to Allure here. I go E-Bomb Magician into Dark Magician. I choose not to attack with Dark Magician here to banish it. And I really don't know why. I think I realized that after the game that I could have just attacked with Dark Magician and used Ebon's effect to banish it and hit him directly with everyone instead of attacking with D-Mock. Anyway, he goes for alternative here. Of course, I can strike that. He goes into Kaiba Man, goes into a Blue Eyes. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately, but it's all good. He's going to take out my Ebon Magician, which doesn't matter because I do have the... or do I not? I thought I had Magic Expand. Okay. Anyway, I have Eternal Soul, so it doesn't matter. I called the Haunted here, but I could have used Eternal Soul to just get the big eye out. It didn't really matter, I guess. And he just scoops it up, knowing he can't stop his own Blue Eyes from taking him out. So I'm gonna actually show you guys one more. Show you guys this one because this was actually a really good game, and I've never seen this deck in action. So I believe my opponent goes. No, I do go first again. Okay. So discard Choco because that's my only play. I do draw the Rod next, but honestly, I don't like Choco that much. She's okay, but it's just, I don't know. She's not that consistent. Anyway, he sets up a scale with these Metamorphosis guys and gets out the Apex Avian. So I'm like, that's really bad. I go Eternal Soul to get him off the board, hoping that I can draw Dark Magic attack on my own, so I can destroy his scale. Since I do have the Prisma here, don't end up getting it. I go for Rod, which may have been a misplay. It may have been better to go for Magician, or I'm sorry, Prisma, drop Dark Magician, and then Exceed. But I figured I would get my search off, so I attack with both. And I didn't think he would draw another one, but watch what happens. He draws another Avion here, and that really just does it for me because he can negate twice. So he uses his Metamorphosis card to destroy his other one and get a search. Then he uses this card to special summon one. So he basically gets a free guy into his scale. Uses one of these guys to destroy it and search for one of the trap cards. Then he pendulum summons, so he never actually loses anything. Like he sends the monster to the extra deck to get his search for the trap card, and then pendulums everything. So he doesn't lose anything, and in the process he gets 2 Avions out. So I'm like, what? He ends up fusing into this guy, which I don't really think was that necessary, but I guess he figured he doesn't lose anything because he can just pendulum summon them again. I go for Duality, hoping he'll negate it. Of course he doesn't. No reason to. Go for Prisma to create Dark Magician, and he negates that one since he does have one more negate left. And I believe I just scoop. Yeah, I just scoop it up at this point. There's nothing I can do. My only chance, honestly, was if he did negate the first one, and even then, I don't think I still didn't really have anything. No, I didn't, because he would just pendulum summon them again. So I really needed to draw Dark Magic attack that first turn, because after that I couldn't get rid of his scale because he could negate it with Avion. So I just really like that deck though, so I hope you guys enjoyed that replay. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys my current deck list, and you know, if you guys like it, you can play with it. If not, you know, it's all good. Please do give me suggestions, because I am still tweaking this deck. But we got 3 Dark Magicians, of course, only 1 D-Mock. I don't think it's necessary to run more than 1. You'll draw them, and it's frustrating to draw them. 2 Magician of Black Illusion. I don't use 3. Kind of the same reason. As good as it is, he's really only great with Dark Magic Circle, and of course it is the point of the deck to get it out. But basically, if you draw into him, you're going to be upset. Like, if you already have him in your hand, it's cool. But in clutch situations, when you draw into him, it's not good. If you've got the Rod combo going, as you saw in some of my videos, where you get a Rod out, and then you can either summon a Dark Magician that you can bring back with the Eternal Soul or something like that, or just summon another Rod. Anytime you use something on your opponent's turn, a spell or trap, you can cycle the Rod, so tribute the one on the field to get the one in your graveyard back in your hand. So when you're doing stuff like that, then it's not as bad to draw them, but in clutch situations, when you draw him, it's bad. So only 2 of him. Same reason for Prisma. Prisma's only role in here is to send Dark Magician to the graveyard and to make Dark Paladin. So if I have Prisma and I can send Dark Magician to the graveyard, great. He sets up Eternal Soul. He sets up Magic Expand, wherever that is, stuff like that. But again, in clutch situations, you don't want to draw another Prisma. And honestly, once the one Prisma's done its job, you don't need another one. So I really don't think you need 2 Prisma. I do run 2 Chocos right now. For those of you who don't know her effect, you can discard a spellcaster once per turn to draw a card. If she's attacked, you can select a spellcaster in your graveyard aside from herself, and the attacking monster, the attack goes to the new spellcaster you special summon, and its attack gets halved. Pretty good effect. She can stall for you basically until you get into a rod or a circle or something like that. But too many games, kind of like, was it the last one? No, I think it was the second one, or the second to last one. I'll draw both Chocos, use one to discard the other, and still not draw into anything. So it's just kind of slow. I was watching Lithium's channel. If you don't know, I'll probably put a link. Lithium 2300. He had a good. He was showing Mahad, the new spellcaster, which, as you see, I don't use, and he was using Card of Demise, I think it was called. So that's something I may playtest. Anyway, Summoner Monk, basically for the Emerald play, Summoner Monk into Prisma drop, then you go Emerald. You can also go into Choco if you have a Dark Magician in your hand instead, discard, draw, and then go into Emerald. Magician's Rod, gotta use him. Only one to Mias. Again, it's not like what wins you games. It's more just he stuns things. Now, as you can see, if you were playing like a pendulum heavy deck, you may side in another one or even side in 3, but I don't think it's necessary to main deck them. One instant fusion for Norden, but again, same thing. All of these, like with combo heavy decks, you don't want too many combo pieces, because when you draw into them and you can't use them, then it's a problem. So again, if you draw into instant fusion in a clutch situation, then you just can't do anything. 2 dark magic attacks, 1 soul charge, 3 pot of duality. This is kind of imperative in my opinion, because 90% of the times that you open with Rod, you're gonna win. Yeah, like it's just that simple. If you don't open with Rod, you kind of have to fight your way to that point. But if you open with Rod, that means you open with Circle, which means you open with what you need to stop your opponent. This deck doesn't have that much, what I want to say, like versatility. It's very cut and dry. You get Circle out, you start gaining resources while your opponent loses resources, and then at some point you OTK them. That's basically how this deck works. So you need duality so that you can get Rod as soon as possible, basically. 1 expand, 1 magical dimension, which is kind of I had that one play you saw where I dimensioned and the Dark Magician was able to destroy the Blue Eyes and then remove his other card, which is cool, but I mean it's kind of just filler at this point. 2 dedication. Now I do use 2 dedication and only 1 DMOC. Reason being is that this can summon DMOC from anywhere aside from banished. So basically, you really don't need 2 Dark Magician to Chaos for that reason. Also because I can discard spell cards and stuff like that with other effects. So if I do have 2, which is actually really rare, it's not that big a deal. Like, let's say DMOC leaves the field and gets banished by his own effect, then obviously I can't use this anymore. But I can discard it with Summoner Monk or something like that. So it could go down to 1, I guess, since you can search it with so many things, but I haven't had a problem running into 2. 2 Illusion Magic, 3 Circle, I mean, obviously bread and butter. 2 Magician's Navigate, 2 Dark Renewal, 2 Eternal Soul. 1 Call the Haunted, which could be an Eternal Soul, I guess. I like being able to revive everything rather than just Dark Magician, but I don't know. 2 Strike and 1 Warning. Extra deck has 2 Paladin, 1 Norden, 1 Master Blades, 1 Mecha Phantom Beast or Draco Sack, 1 Big Eye, 2 Ebon Magician. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 Ebon Illusion Magician, 1 Ebon Oblivion Magician. 101 Castell, 2 Emerald, and Cowboy, because Cowboy wins games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these replay episodes, or this replay episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below because your support is greatly appreciated. And if not, leave a dislike. Let me know what you'd rather see. Either way, I appreciate you guys for watching. I am GMaster6. I will see you guys next time. Take care.